Peace to my divine infinite consciousness, and peace to my divine infinite self in all realms and realities. Yo, I want self, which is y'all, to completely understand, and overstand what I'm about to say. You know, I know I'd be sporadic at times and I'd be all over the place, but bear with me. All right. Now, it's a craze going around on the internet. You know what I mean? I've been talking about the mud floods and things of that nature. Information that got leaked out as far as like dealing with the flat earth situations. Something to spark you or open your mind up. Now, for those of us who was already aware of the plane of Terra or Earth, then you can exclude this, you know. But for those of us who still living in the Copernicus model of the heliocentric model of the solar system, y'all gonna have to listen up, especially if you're trying to break out. And what you're breaking out of? The prison of your own mind. All right. So they use the planets at different times to place you under certain spells of illusion, having too much light, certain spells of darkness, not having no daggone light. So when you was under the spell of darkness, you believed anything that this narcissistic personality disorder bestowed upon you, which is the loving, kind gifts. I love you. I'm just like you. Basically reflecting you back to you so you can fall in love with them. And so, in turn, when that narcissistic entity looked at you, which was the supply source, as something that was getting old and boring, they started treating you or us, you know what I'm saying, in a fucked up way, a devaluing way, all right, a way that is unconsiderate of the emotions or times that was spent with the being that helped make them, the narcissist, their happiest. Now, the narcissist is always going around looking for different sources of supply. Basically, going from country to country, dealing with different ethnic groups. And they had, you know, maps of the world due to previous resets and cycles that happened all over time and time again. It either ends in the water, of which is a flood, or fire. All right. So we happen to be in the Iron Age. This is the destruction age. This is how things are set up through your mind. What you're learning now is how to master to get away from the grip of the narcissistic entity that has been placed on you. And once you get away, don't have Stockholm syndrome. Stockholm syndrome is basically loving your abuser, because what the narcissist does is come back over and over again to do what? Abuse the supply, to make the supply remember that they reign supreme through their own ego, because it's not the real version of them. Narcissists ain't gonna show you that unless you're real swift and you're an empath and you already mastered that weakness of yourself. Then you can see deep into the narcissist's soul, the darkness that lay beneath. And now, when we in this time frame, which is the cluster B personality disorder, they got it already diagnosed in their medical books, in medical terminology, in ICD-9 and ICD-10. All right. And so basically, these beings, they done found out, and they show up on different parts of the world after different catastrophes that happen. And what comes with those catastrophes be or what predates it, well, that you know that it's like about to come, that the catastrophe is the comets, the meteorites, all these things that be flying up in the air. All these things is going to get you sick. They're going to cause havoc, mental anguish, all of that. And America is definitely being judged because the energies has to be balanced. All of them. All of the harmful things that ever went down when Saturn wasn't woke, when Jupiter wasn't serving the justice. Now everything has to go in accordance. So yeah, these beings are lied to you about the buildings that they built in 1800s, or like mid 1800s. They'll say, oh, we built this building. Oh, we built that building. And these are some stone concrete ass buildings. And these people can't even replicate that same stone concrete right now. Tell them to produce the quarry. See, this is where doing the knowledge comes in at, because knowledge is the foundation of all things that exist. So you have to know to be wise in order for you to understand and deal in equality with the all, which is yourself, to show and prove God. This is who you is. So motherfuckers ask like, man, who where you get this from? Where you write this? Where you get this from? Motherfuckers ask like, yo, man, where you get this from, man? What book you get this out of? Can you show me? You certified? Nigga, I'm CBG, nigga. Certified by God. So the whole thing is, just like everything in nature, we had to go through the experience to get to understanding. The universe is made under wisdom knowledge. That's kind of like bumping your head first and then, boom, coming back and putting that understanding into place so you can achieve that supreme equality that the Most High has set out for yourself in the first place. So yeah, these beings, you have to know where to look. You have to know. Looking at the Great Grand Canyon. That place is a big ass quarry. Knowing that this plane or reality is not how it is explained by the ancients. The best way to explain it, and the ancient is not so ancient too, but the best way to explain it is by giving personifications to different animals and different events, basically to describe different events. The nature can help you get an understanding to that. So basically being one with yourself, you'll be able to find that out. These beings don't want you to know. Now this plane was reset heavily in 1666. That was another catastrophe that went down when they seen the big old comets in the sky. You know, everyone bowing over. There's books that was written on this already. But they hid history and changed it and lied about a whole 1,000 years to control your mind, to keep your mind in a prison. And so you believe in the slave trade that happened 400 years ago. Well, the shit that happened 400 years ago was a flood. And they found niggas on different points, in different places, in ramshack villages, and set up shop. When I say niggas, Nagas, Incas, Mayans, whatever you want to call us, the woolly-haired people was already in those plantation houses that was down there, down south. And this is what we're getting to. Because you mean to tell me that slaves built those plantations? You mean to tell me that with just horse and carriage, they put this marvelous stone together, this immovable damn near, with Roman columns and Greco-Roman style roofs and domes like in the Middle East? You mean to tell me they made slaves do this? So you gotta do the knowledge. The railroad system was already set up here. The cathedrals was already built. They just put crosses on top of them. That's the whole Christopher Columbus epidemic that went down in I-492. And they lie about the maps. So this is not too long ago. And the longer you can maintain in your higher self, the longer you can be in the golden age. The moment you start to slip as a whole and in your own being from the golden age in your mind, the moment you start to slip, you'll drop to the silver age. When I say slip, you start getting a little bit more egotistical, but you can still maintain in the silver age. A golden age is nakedness, really, with your tribe, because your mind is pure. Silver age is you got beautiful garments on. Bronze age, you got certain places you claim to be yours. Then you got the Iron Age, that's destruction. So yeah, we're on a gigantic body, man. It's bigger than what they want. They trying to hide everything to keep you off of the destruction that they about to undergo with this justice. And they want to get their last hoorah in before it goes down. Because they feel like if you make it to this point, it's like, man, we can do it. This is their reality right now. So yeah, that being said, I'm going to say peace. Get safe, and learn the science of harvesting water. Love, peace.